Hey there, funnel builders. Mike here. So I wanted to share the content marketing schedule and plan and kind of how we go through it and just some of the tools and resources that I use for something that I think a lot of people think is very complicated, but actually it's very, very simple. One of the big roadblocks to creating content is finding the time, sitting down, knowing how to write it. But actually, as you begin to create more content, you get into a bit of a flow. I notice now that I actually miss my 2-hour schedule when I don't write content. I kind of get a bit like, ugh, I really want to go through this. And yeah, I kind of want to show you how we use it. Now I'm actually going to be using a tool called Quip, which I'll give you a bit of a demo of. And we do everything in Quip. I absolutely love Quip, and I'm going to show you everything's a bit over the place at the moment. My schedule personally is kind of mad, and I can't do the usual kind of like 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the morning, because we've got so much stuff going on. So I'm having to work around that. But I want to kind of show you guys and give an overview of how we do that. So let me share my screen. You can go up there. Okie dokie. So first of all, I just want to show you, we've got a bunch of different stuff. Now, obviously this video is actually going to be added to this. You can see here that I've got a book review coming out on February the 27th. We're recording this on February the 21st. So that will be coming out next Tuesday. I've got a blog post here on sales page Anatomy by Frank Kern. I've got a blog post, which was a guest post of an infographic by the guys at Lead Forest. I've got another one, which is on non-funnel tools. So we've got a lot of content kind of floating around. And what I want to show you is this is Quip here. Now, Quip is a very, very powerful tool. It's incredibly useful for kind of creating documents. It's kind of like Slack and Google Docs having a baby. If you find that you create a lot of content and share it with people, I use Quip to kind of plan out our content schedules, plan out our project management. You can tag people. For example, we've got a calendar here. This is one of the apps that it comes with, and I can just move through this. But let's say these blog topics, I needed my business partner Mark to write one of these. I would just tag him. And then I'm not going to do it because you'll get a notification. And then I can also put a time. So I can put, let's say, I think it has to be an American standardized. Do I do it this way, or do I just say 01/03? There we go. And it'll come up with a date. So it'll just post little reminders and stuff. So I'm a huge fan of Quip. Peach is asking, have you ever used AirStory, Mike? I bought it as an AppSumo deal, but quite can't get the hang of it. No, I have got AirStory, but I think that's more for kind of like content, what do you call it, collaboration and reusing stuff. We write most of our stuff from scratch. But anyway, I want to give you a high level overview of how we kind of do our entire content plan from scratch, right? So very basically, before we even use the calendar, we've got our blog topics and we've got our videos, and that's kind of about it. Now, I use a process called a 10 by 10. I call it a 10 by 10 content matrix. And what that means is we'll write out 10 topic ideas, and then under each topic, we'll write a subtopic. So let's say, for example, that using Peter as an example, as someone who's more focused on design, 10 topics that your customers, Peter, are going to be interested in are, conversions, color, making sales online, email marketing. So these broader topics. And for our guys, for funnel builders, for you guys watching this, we have the topics around money, sales, building funnels, motivation, and running a funnel business. Overall, we've actually got 3 kind of key areas. We have running a funnel business, selling marketing funnels, and building marketing funnels. Those are the kind of the core areas. Now, as you can see, obviously we haven't got 10 topics. I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there is a reason for that. There is method to this. And then under our videos as well, we have 4 subjects, and we're still kind of working on a lot of this. First of all, we've got our reviews. So we have a bunch of different products and books and stuff that we're going to review. Traffic and content is huge. A lot of people like to learn about how to get more traffic and create more content. And if you watch here, actually, I don't have creating a content plan. Here we go, creating a content plan. This is one of the topics, one of the ideas. Blog content repurposing is when I'll take a blog post and I'll redo it as a video. For example, our blog post on the Frank Kern sales letter, we actually did as a video. You can see here, it's anatomy of a $1 million Frank Kern sales letter. So we repurpose a lot of it. So the reason we haven't written anything under that is because I tend to just repurpose things. And then finally, funnel building. So we build funnels. I'll just talk about planning content silos, split testing, measuring conversion rates. These are the areas. And I just build these out as a list. The reason I do this is because I like to use it as a prompt to be able to go, do you know, what do I want to talk about this week? And I think I might actually do a book review on money, for example. I might do a review on MailChimp, or I might do a video on traffic analytics. Now, obviously, it's our job to then go slightly further into that and look at the benefits, the how-to. That's kind of not the point of this video. This is just about content marketing plan. And what we've got here is a really high-level overview of just, at the moment, just the blog posts. And we actually say we say roughly there's 5 weeks per month, 12 months in a year, obviously. Now, obviously, places like times like February are closer to like 3 weeks. They have 4 weeks kind of, but actually it's closer to 3 weeks with the amount of Thursday full weeks they've got. But there are 4 Thursdays. We typically publish around a Thursday. So we just choose a date to publish. Really simply in Quip as an Excel formula, Excel document, spreadsheet, got week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and week 5. And that means that in week 1 of February, which was February the 1st. It'll be interesting to see how closely we've stuck to this as well. We'll do a topic on business, and then we'll do a topic on money, then we'll do a topic on sales, and then a topic on funnel building, and a topic on motivation. Now, what happens is obviously some weeks there are 4 weeks, some weeks there are 5 weeks, and it kind of gets split up. We actually just follow this rather than going through and just randomly picking stuff. Even if, for example, week 5 doesn't exist in February for motivation, I'll then go, okay, that's fine, and I'll move on to business, because eventually what I'm going to do is build up a backlog, and it actually works out. It kind of evens out in the way anyway. Now, this might look really formulaic, and you'll think, aren't people going to get sick of seeing a business post one after the other? And you have to remember that this is that split out. You've got 3 or 4 posts between that, and that will create variety. The reason we've done that is because this means that running a funnel business, I can create 1 or 2 lead magnets inside. We use Opt-in Monster, and every time I post a new blog post under the category of business, I can present the business lead magnet. And it means that I actually only have to create 5 lead magnets for the entire year. And every time I write a new blog post, I'm beginning to build up the number of ways that people can find that opt-in. The ones with little links here are things we've done already. So you can see money's already been done, sales has already been done, funnel building's been done, motivation's been done, business hasn't been done. I think partnerships and JVs, maybe I need to go back through some of this. And this is kind of how we begin to build this out. Now, what I'm actually going to do now is have a look here at some of my posts. I've got some of these scheduled, and WordPress, I'm sure there's a plugin for this, but I have actually, I kind of am sick of installing plugins. This one here is scheduled for the 22nd of February. So I'm going to come back here and say on the 22nd, really the 22nd? It shouldn't be on the 22nd. It should be scheduled. No, 22nd of February is right. Yeah, 22nd of February is right. So that's a blog post, and I'm just going to put this in here, Thursday, there we go. Anatomy of a perfect landing page, cool. And with Quip, this is why I love Quip. I can begin to kind of tag people in this. I can comment on it. I can change the colors for it. That's fine. Let's say that red is for blog posts, and it means that if I come back here, this one here is scheduled for, I think it's scheduled for the 8th. No, March the 1st. Okay, so 5 non-funnel tools that I couldn't live in my business without. Now, here's the problem we're going to run into. Every single month, I do a traffic report and I do a goal report. You can see here, February 2018 goals, January 2018 traffic report. Now, I'm actually going to probably start doing these on different days because they're relatively quick to write. And they're going to be the start of the month. So I'll do at the end of February, I'll do my February traffic report, and at the start of March, I'll do my March goals, if that kind of makes sense. And on March the 1st, around then, I'm probably going to want to create some of our traffic reports. So this one here is on the 5 non-funnel tools I use in my business. Quip is actually one of these. So that's another blog post. So I'm going to come in and post that there. And I'm going to change that to red because that's actually, I'll tell you what, we'll have blue for blog posts. and red for videos. If I come over to my videos here, we've got a book review, The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, which is an awesome book, by the way. We publish these on a Tuesday. Now, a lot of people are asking me like, oh, should we focus on video or blog posts or anything like that? In truth, what you should be focusing on is one, revenue, and just being able to one area, and just publishing and promoting content in that one area. If you write blog posts, do blog posts regularly and repeatedly. If you do videos regularly and repeatedly. CoSchedule and Nelio are actually really great scheduling plugins because they have just distribute content over the various platforms. Cool. I might check those out then, Peter. I'll check those out because it's something we're trying to work on at the moment with my social team and all this kind of stuff. Now you can see here, going forward, we're beginning to run out of time and space. So I might then think, okay, well, on this Thursday, around the Monday, so Thursday's our usual publishing date, I'm going to want to do a report, a traffic report. And just to give the data enough time, I think I'll probably do a traffic, so Feb traffic report. I'll probably do that on the Friday. That's an easy thing for me to kind of smash out. And then the Monday, which I want to change to a blue as well. This will be our March goals. Now, here's what's interesting is we actually don't worry too much about kind of thinking ahead and going, do you know what is it that I need to write about? What should I choose? Because in this first week of March, so what's that, the 8th? That means that I can then publish this one here, which is another blog post that we've pre-written. So I'm going to edit this, and this is going to go out on the 8th of March, probably around this time. And that's fine. Schedule that. And we'll see how much this fits into our kind of little content schedule that we've created of just to saying, all right, first week we do business, second week we do money, this kind of stuff. Let's copy that. Come back here. Blue. So that's kind of, is that the first? So March has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, March has got 5 Thursdays. And if I come down to March here, business, yeah, money, yeah, sales. It looks like sales and money have kind of swapped around. So I might move that then to week 3. Can I move these? I think I can. Well, we might have to play around with this a little bit. I'll delete that. And then you can go in here. Cool. And as you can see, I now know that realistically, apart from my March goals post on the 8th, because that's the second week, I really need to do something on money. And that means that around that time, I'm just going to come in, choose one of these blog posts, go in and schedule it or write it or create it. And maybe I'll check out like Nelio and CoSchedule, Peter, to be able to take care of that. But really, that's as complicated as your content marketing plan needs to be. It doesn't need to be any more difficult than that. Chances are, this here, because our videos are slightly less structured, we don't have a content schedule for our videos. I might create this one here. So this will probably be this video, which is building and schedule using Quip. But I can also know that down here, and things like our reviews and business, what's this? Creating a product process, creating process motivation. Maybe this is part of Quip. I don't know. I need to kind of play around with this a little bit, but this is really as complicated as it gets. And we just have this big pool of content-based resources. And the trick is actually to focus on smashing through the blog posts and writing the blog posts. Don't worry too much about planning them and scheduling them. As long as you know where they are and when they're going to be published, that to me is far more important, in my opinion, than regularly and repeatedly trying to kind of create plans and schedules and stuff. A lot of customers say, look, can we have a plan? Can we have a schedule? And every single time, I have never presented a calendar to them. What I have done is present this topic one to them, and also then talk to them about content silos and said, okay, what we're going to do is we've got these 5 topics here: money, sales, funnel building, and motivation and business. Or if you're working with florists, you know, you have holidays, types of flowers, arrangements, when you use flowers, and budget. You know, you might have those kind of 5 areas, and then talking about those 5 areas with the subtopics. We'll then say, okay, well, what's the lead magnet for every single one of those topics, and then creating content ahead of that lead magnet. That to me is far more important than individually planning out every single new piece of content that comes through. As you grow and as you create more content going forward, absolutely, eventually you're going to need more of a structured content plan. As you can see, we create kind of 2 or 3 blog posts a week here. We have a video, at least one video every single week, and yet we really kind of keep it quite free form because it relies on me creating content, which eventually is something we want to kind of outsource. Sweet. All right, guys, thanks very much for sticking with me on this video about creating content plans and schedules, and I will see you later. Keep building those funnels. Cheers, guys.